and welcome to the Goddess Tulsa Show. I'm your host, Goddess Tulsa. If you are a new subscriber, I want to thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, I definitely want to thank you for returning. And first of all, I want to acknowledge our chat. So we do have Together We Break Change is in the building. Yes. Today is a beautiful day. And before we get started with our show, I definitely want to lead off in prayer. And we'll start with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Okay, so now we got that out the way. I definitely want to go ahead and jump into the story. We have SAUCY Santana. Hello, Ebony M. How are you? Welcome back. Yes, so we are definitely... SAUCY Santana had went viral, and not for anything productive. And actually, before we get started, let me know if you guys can hear me clearly in the chat, because we're in the studio and it's a little warm in here today, so we are definitely cranking up that fan. Absolutely. Hi, Breeze. Come on over to the show. We're actually live right now. Yes. Okay, we can hear you. Okay, so now that you guys can hear me, I'm cleaning up the kitchen, so I'm in the background, but here to support. You know what? I thank you so much for supporting everybody that comes in. Together We Break Change. Our mods, Sonia and Jessica, they'll be here shortly. All right, so we're going to get right into the story. This is what's on the docket. SAUCY Santana is on the docket, so let's go ahead and bring him right on up. Okay, let's see. All right, so as I go and pull up this article, SAUCY Santana is a gay male rapper, and he was at one of his shows and decided to let the people know how he felt. And the reason why it is hitting me so hard is because he went after the women, and these are his main top supporters. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's get into the video, and you guys let me know what you think after this.
Motherfucking world. When the hoes need their hair done, they call the gays. When the hoes need a stylist, they call the motherfucking gays. When the hoes need their motherfucking face done, they call the motherfucking gays. When your dog ass baby gay, wear your ass out, you need advice, you call the motherfucking gays. Cause we the motherfucking blueprint to this bitch. Anybody need a motherfucking gay rapper that's really running shit out here. Bitch. So I don't motherfucking hate, congratulate, bitch. And y'all see this motherfucker?
Yo.
Okay, so what SAUCY was saying, he said gays run the motherfucking world. And he lets you know that, you know, when you need your hair done, your makeup done, who are you calling? The gays. Now, you know what? Y'all already know how I feel about this type of rhetoric. Uno momento, por favor.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do.
Money game.
This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
I eat in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my lead.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
You better learn. You best learn, or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Okay, so that really bothers me. That we already have our oppressors dividing us. We already have the oppressors like putting us down and dividing us. This really bothers me. It bothers me because we come from a woman. Like, at the end of the day, we come from a woman. Everything that, we were in our mother's bellies for 9 months? Or however long we was in her belly. So, for you to sit up and discredit and say if it wasn't for gays, well, listen here, my love. If it wasn't for a woman, we wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for a woman saying, yes, I would like to continue with this pregnancy, is why you're here. And I really feel like people have a platform and they are not using it to their advantage for the good. And I'm not sure what his MO was when he said that. However, it was an attack on the black community. I'm offended. I'm embarrassed. I want to apologize to the women that support him that were offended. I noticed in that video, as he was going off, and saying, gays are the blueprint. Well, there was a female in the audience, and she looked very disturbed. They weren't clapping. I'm going to play the clip one more time, and you guys just look on that front row.
Because I want y'all to know gays run the motherfucking world. When the hoes be, they call the gays. When the hoes be the stylists, they call the motherfucking gays. When the hoes in their motherfucking face blood, they call the motherfucking gays. When your dog ass baby gay, wearing your ass, I ain't need advice, you call the motherfucking gays. Cause we the motherfucking blueprint to this bitch. Anybody need a motherfucking gay rapper that's really running shit out here. And I'm gonna open the motherfuckers off for all of us in this bitch. So all motherfucking hate, congratulate, bitch. And y'all see this motherfucker?
Yo.
Yeah, if y'all paid attention to that movie, if y'all paid attention to it, to that clip, you will see that there were some women on front row that were not clapping, that was not intrigued, that was not impressed with those comments that Saucy was giving. And I didn't like the way he gave it up like that. I'm just going to be honest. The way he gave it up to that audience was disrespectful. That's just like you going to go buy something from a merchant, and on your way out the door, they say, well, I run the world. If it wasn't for me promoting or having this product, what would y'all do? You about to give me my damn refund. That's what you're about to do. I want a refund and I want to leave. I want a refund and I want to leave. And that's just point blank in the period. Point blank in the period. As a woman, a man being aggressive or telling women, you know, we're not nothing and men are better, that rhetoric has to stop. The rhetoric has to stop. And I'll just say this, I'll read some of these quotes off the screen. Don't talk about me until you have talked to me. Don't underestimate me until you challenge me. And don't judge me, I think that says, until you know me. I was right. Insecure women insult other women. Confident women compliment other women. We don't need a man to jump in women's business and call them out. We have women tearing down other women already. We don't need your extra criticism, Saucy. You don't have to unscrew another woman's light bulb in order for you to shine. If you are one of those women that tear each other down, you don't have to unscrew another woman's light bulb in order for you to shine. You can shine, my sister. You can shine. There's plenty of room out here for everybody. But what's disgusting to me is it's Juneteenth month, it's Pride month, and we have this obnoxious behavior coming from SAUCY Santana. Like, somebody should have just cut that mic. Like, where was his PR? Where was his team? I don't want to hear any damage control, because let's take it back. He was sitting up here talking about Blue Ivy here and comparing Blue Ivy, which is Beyonce's daughter, to Northwest, which is Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's child. Calling her a nappy head. Calling her a nappy head. But listen here, in 2019, something happened. But before we get into that, I'll go ahead and read the comment. Together We Break Change Production says, I think this has something to do with an old post about Beyonce's daughter. He was pissed because people were coming for him, and he said he would be addressing it. I saw it somewhere. He was super mad because the women were coming for him, and he said he was going to lay it down at his upcoming concert. Well, guess what? I didn't like it. It was distasteful. It was disrespectful. And address the comment. But sitting here tearing women down, talking about gays did it first, and gays run the world. And that may be true. Gays may run the world. But guess what? Women are the top tier. Women, I'll say that one more time. Women are the top tier, my love. They're definitely the top tier. And Saucy, seems like you are, you know, I mean, I wonder, did you get a raise for that? Did you get a raise for like going in and attacking women or the black culture? I want to know.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do
The
about
money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my...
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Okay, so y'all already know when I pull that out, y'all already know I'm feeling a certain type of way. And it's like, okay, this rhetoric you are pushing is pretty much what the William Lynch letters included, was to put distrust, envy, and fear. Okay? And so what I feel like he feared was, he feared that his career was going to be ended, because people know you can't talk about the Carters in a nasty way, but then you talking about their child. But then this is what I want to know. This is really what I want to know. Hello, Lakia Pearson. How are you doing? Welcome to the show, my love. This is what I want to know. Okay, so being that we do have people just now rolling into the party, y'all go ahead and pull on up, because we're about to refresh you on what we're talking about and why Goddess Tulsa is enraged.
Gangs run the motherfucking world. When the hoes need their hair done, they call the gays. When the hoes need a stylist, they call the motherfucking gays. When the hoes need their motherfucking face done, they call the motherfucking gays. When your dog ass baby gay wearing your ass out, you need advice, you call the motherfucking gays. Cause we the motherfucking blueprint to this bitch. Anybody need a motherfucking gay rapper that's really running shit out here. In this bitch. So don't motherfucking hate, congratulate, bitch. And y'all see this motherfucker?
Yo.
You know what? Really, what I wanted to say was somebody needs to. Where is the vacuum cleaner to suck the air out of those damn leather pans in the summer? Girl, I wish I had like one of those, like one of those sound effects. Like after I say something really cool, I just hit that whatever, the button, whatever. I wish I had one of those. I'm so bored. It says, did you get molested by your uncle? Then they said, you got molested. Then they said, thank you too much. I always feel welcome here. Did you get molested? I'm not sure if he got molested, my love, but we don't use that type of language over here. Do we have any mods in the building where we can, actually, what I'll do is I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to grab you right on, because we don't tolerate the disrespect. Okay. Because what it is, and this is what I feel like you're doing. I'm so bored. We got to play it for the silliness, y'all.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my...
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Okay, so we actually just terminated that person's existence, and the show will go on. The show will definitely go on. And I do want to say this. Actually, I think I saw one of our mods in here. I'm actually going to... Yeah, I think I saw one of our mods in here, so I think that we're okay for right now. But I did want to play you guys this video of SAUCY Santana in his past. You know, the folks ran down on him, and he needed sympathy. And so I wonder who were the first people to come and show empathy or compassion. But here we go.
Injured in a highway shooting today. Her son and 2 others were hit by gunfire from another car.
FHP troopers having to shut down I-95 as they attended to those victims. Local 10's Christina Vasquez is live with more on this. Christina.
Yes, and FHP say the shooting victims all expected to be okay, that they were here at the office, the Gentlemen's Club, prior to the shooting. And that shooting scene, it's just over the bridge here on the on-ramp of I-95 North. That's less than a mile away.
So you don't know. He was just riding to his music, and then all of a sudden he hear the gunshots going.
Teresa Harris, stunned to hear someone fired shots at her son, Justin. Seen here being treated for a gunshot wound to the arm. Florida Highway Patrol says as Justin was driving onto the I-95 entrance ramp at Miami Gardens Drive early this morning, another driver, possibly in a white Chevy sedan, rolled up alongside him. Someone from that car firing several shots, hurting Justin, another man in the car, and SAUCY Santana. Wearing what appears to be a black sports bra, red tights, and the performer's signature trim beard and long eyelashes. The music artist was visibly distraught, at times in tears. But when SAUCY got feisty, in order to treat a gunshot wound to the arm.
A lot of time in the entertainment world, people envy someone that's trying to come up to make an honest living.
Teresa is glad everyone is okay, now hoping investigators find the people responsible for a terrifying end to her son's fun evening out with friends.
These guys really need to be taken off the street.
Okay, so how are we preaching on let's stop the violence, and then we have this man go right to his concert and incite violence? You're driving just hate, because it's people already out there that feel a way about gay people. And if you already know you have all these things going against you, why are you giving ammunition to things? If you were going to address it, what you should have said was, I do apologize. I'm going to right my wrongs. And what I said was wrong in the past. And I'm here today to say I truly, sincerely apologize to anybody. First of all, to Blue Ivy, to Northwest, their parents, and anybody else that was affected. And then said, let's turn up for all them. It's a way that you can do. It's a way that you can turn stuff around. But however, he didn't want to talk about nothing realistic like homicides in the trans and gay community. He don't want to talk about, homicides that are happening on these apps by the straight men, going on these gay apps to find a gay man to utilize, because they already know a gay man is going to praise their dusty asses and going to give them money and because this is the thing. A straight man that is known to be straight in his community is not going to publicly jump in a relationship with a gay man. That gay man has to wait until the girlfriend or the wife is out of sight, or after midnight. Hey, it's that time. If you are enjoying the content, send your girl a small offering in that Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. All is appreciated. We are an independent content creator. So listen, go ahead, dig in those wallets, dig in those purses, dig in those pocketbooks, and get it. All right, so yeah, y'all heard it. It was, a girl needs a little donation, but we'll keep it going. Together We Break Chase says, you are correct, Tulsa. And Lakia says, I used to be a fan, but not anymore. That was disgusting. It was definitely disgusting. And I had mentioned this earlier because if you guys, well, being that this is a video upload, is not, I can't pause it. Or let me... Okay, so yeah, I can't pause it. But if you pay attention, on that front row is women. You know, it's a few women up there. And when he's ranting and going off, you should see that they are not clapping. They are not excited. And it just seemed like... I don't know if they paid to get in there, but you done made these people pay to get in there. And to hear this rhetoric is foolishness, if you ask me. It bothers me. It really does. Hey, Jessica. Everyone, please remember to hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button. Yes, absolutely. Welcome, Jessica. Thank you for taking care of that small problem. Oh, absolutely. So listen, so I'll say this. Straight men deal with gay men. Okay, and that's what SAUCY Santana said. You know, he says the gays know how to give advice to the women on how to keep that man. And he said that the gays are the blueprints. So when we say that, you know, in my opinion, me being a woman, in interactions with gay men, some gay men can be very catty. Some gay men can be very messy. Some gay men will sit up here and degrade his community just to fit in with another community that only tolerates him. You know what? I need one of those bomb sounds because I feel like I just dropped a bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like I just dropped the bomb. I'll say that one more time. The gay man is a... What would you call it? Some gay men are very problematic. Some gay men are just very problematic. It is so disgusting. Yes. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now I know what that is. So that's what we'll do. When I see something cool, baby, we're going to drop that bomb. Okay? Now listen. Oh, Jessica says, sorry, y'all, I'm in the middle of packing, but you know we in these bushes protecting our queen like we the Secret Service. Okay? Yes. Guess what? I love my moms because they definitely look out for me. They definitely protect me. And guess what? It's all love over here, and we all about women empowerment. We're all about encouraging our gods and goddesses. That's what you guys are over here to me. But let's see this. SAUCY Santana says, y'all see this as like I bought it. But let's be honest, who inspired that ass? Who inspired that ass, sis? Okay, who inspired it? A woman did. Give the woman credit. You know what really bothers me is nobody want to give the woman credit. And that really makes my ass itch. Being a woman and knowing how hard we go hard for everything that we desire, and being a stand-up woman and just trying to do us. But then you have these people that don't want to lift you up, but they just want to tear you down. I mean, like I said, I'm not interested in, I don't know the man's music. I couldn't tell you a lyric. I really couldn't. And if I was interested, or now that this is my first time hearing about him, oh no. I'm not going to support that rhetoric. This is how you feel. See, people forget where they come from. They forget the struggle. They forget people are human. People have feelings. And you have to, sometimes I have to catch myself because I might try to say something. I have to stop myself and say, well, is that really going to sound right? Or how is this going to sound? Some things you just got to keep to yourself. Some things are just not worth saying. But I really felt like he was stereotyping gay men. So the gay men really need to be lighting his chat up. They need to be lighting him up and saying, hey, the gay men that stand for something, they don't do that. Get it together. Go seek some counseling. You got some things on your chest. Put it in your music. Put your feelings in your music. We don't want to. I don't want you out here blasting women in their faces with your feelings. I just don't. This is another thing, and whether if he knows it or not, this part right here. And you know what? I'm going to play this before I get into it because I'm going to warm y'all up. We'll be back.
Anything he want with you, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my...
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. Best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Well, y'all better tell SAUCY Santana he better learn or he's gonna get the boot out the industry. He's definitely gonna get the boot out of the industry. Boom. Did I do it, y'all? Okay, so before I was going to get into that point, let me go ahead and address the people that are just coming in. We have Lucky 3S in the building. Lucky 3S says, SAUCY Santana is paid to keep on an agenda. Oh, hold on. I feel SAUCY Santana is paid to keep an agenda going. He has lack of self-foundation and tries to validate himself with what or where he thinks he fits in. And that's where I say, are you being accepted or are you being tolerated? This right here sounds like, it's like wherever he's tolerated, he's down for it. I think y'all need to wake it up in his DMs on his Twitter. Y'all need to go over there and tell him like, hey, come on over to Goddess Tulsa show and you need to rectify what you have done in our community. Because what's up with the divide with the gay and straight community? Like, what's up? What is up? Are you working with T.I.? Are you working with T.I.? I just want to know, are you working with T.I., my brother? Are you somehow connected to T.I.? Are we going to get a T.I. and SAUCY Santana remix? Okay, there we go. Mrs. Terry says, hello, Miss Queen Tulsa. Good evening, Mrs. Terry. How are you? Welcome to the Goddess Tulsa show. All right. And he says hello to everyone else. Hello. Listen, y'all, am I right? Am I on to something? Am I on to something? I'm serious. Like, what is up with this whole dividing of the gay and straight community? We already have them people out there that hate gays, like cold-heartedly. They love them. They have a passion for the hate. So now we have a time where people in these are out of control. These mass shooters are just going loose like a goose. Like, come on now. And you want to come on and say gays run the world? No, ma'am. We're not going to do that. We're just not. Okay, so, and when I feel like he is doing that, I feel like he's adding water to a blazing fire. Like, it's a war going on out here. Well, I'll just say it like this. So it's a war going on out here. And what SAUCY Santana is doing is giving his weapon to somebody else. SAUCY Santana is giving his weapon to somebody else, y'all. I'm giving that weapon up, my love. Does anybody want to come up and sound off and give your opinion? Definitely let me know. I am going to pin the link. Give me a second. Sound off, give your opinion. Definitely let me know. I am going to pin the link. Okay, so the link is pinned, guys and gals. Gods and goddesses. Yes, the link is pinned, so I definitely want you guys to come up, sound off, give your opinions. And while we do that, I'm going to go on over here to the neighborhood talk because I saw a story. I saw coverage. I saw coverage on the neighborhood talk about this same situation. And shout out to the neighborhood talk. He has great content. He is actually a gay man. And he gives us the news, honey. I just, report on it. But let's see. Okay. The neighborhood talk chimed in on it. Oh, yes, he did. So let's see what the neighborhood talk posted. Okay. Okay, so I think I misplaced that. Look at me. I was so eager to get on here to give you guys. Okay, here we go. So, Santana lists why gays run the world, says women need them for hair, makeup, fashion, and advice on how to deal with baby daddies. And child, everybody was going in the comments. Let's see. Flame Monroe says women are the start, base, foundation. Y'all keep losing sight of that. Delusional. Nika Knight says y'all imitate our whole existence, but you the blueprint? The sad thing is a lot of gay men really believe this. And I agree. A lot of gay men do believe that. It's a problem. Hey, Auntie J, how are you? Hi, Auntie J, how are you? Wait a minute. Hey, girl, how are you? You know what? I'm blessed and highly favored. Glad to have you here. Having an engagement and bringing an awareness to the divide with the gay and the straight. and these gays pushing a narrative and causing a bigger divide. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, because I've been watching the whole time on my TV. And first of all,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can see it on my TV.
Yes.
I have these ads so I can see all the apps on my TV. But anyway, I'm listening, and this is a wonderful topic. You know, I want to say that to you first, how dare you, from where they came, you know, from where gay people in the LG, I don't get the letters right, community has came from. And then for you to represent the community and talk about a child. You know, a child that can make your hair curl, her work. You know, you don't know the long-term effect that might have on the child if she so happens to read. You know, you just never know. And so I'm just like, well, one would think, is this adult-like behavior?
No. I'm going to tell you right here. And like, if I get a lot of feedback or pushback on this, I don't care because, like I said, nobody is standing up for the black woman. The woman is always at the end of the line, and the woman is not giving credit for who she is. First of all, a black woman birthed you.
Thank you.
A black woman could have died in labor with you.
Talk.
Seriously. A black woman took beatings back in the day. Couldn't be with her family.
That's right.
Was tortured. Was divided. And this is all you have to give?
And this
somebody has your microphone to apologize, and this is what you have to give? You couldn't apologize. It's a child.
It's a child.
The child. Why did nobody mute that mic? Why did the show stop?
Why did you say it? Why did you tweet it? Because you're angry? You don't have self-control? And then for you not to come back and humbly apologize for your wrongdoing. I don't know how you sleep at night. I don't know how you sleep. Because it's giving me like you jealous. Can you be jealous of a child? And then you compare the children. That's something you don't do. You never compare children in a public forum. You do that to yourself in your head. Yeah.
You know what it screams to me, Auntie J? It really screams to me that he has some allegedly unresolved issues.
Yeah.
And it's like counseling, therapy is cool, people. Go get you some help. Don't spiral out of control. You know, some people, they get a little taste of fame, and it's a little too much for them to handle.
Yeah.
And they feel untouchable. They feel invisible. They feel, oh, now I'm in a different tax bracket. I can act, you know, I can create my own bracket.
Yeah, but to say people help you get there. And people can take you out. Okay? You don't know.
Never forget where you come from.
That's right. And how dare you stay on here with you happy? You know. Wow.
Yeah.
What's that here on your face? Is that nappy? Oh, okay.
Exactly.